Taking a break from his busy schedule of hand-washing and rewatching Tiger King. It's time for BSing with Big Nate.
Are you sick and tired of using those cheap, smelly blue masks? They always seem to break, and no matter what you try to do and fix it, it just doesn't work. Plus, they look horrendous, and they never fit quite right.
There's gotta be a better mask!
Now there is! Introducing the new limited edition 105.3 The Bear Mask. This 2-ply eco-friendly face cover is washable and reusable. And the best part about the new 105.3 The Bear Mask is that 100% of the proceeds benefit the Southwest Virginia COVID-19 Response Force. Get your new limited edition 105.3 The Bear Mask today.
Welcome into another edition of BSing with Big Nate. I'm Big Nate. That was Whistler with Mystery, and I'm, of course, as you probably figured out by now, joined by Whistler. I've got Bradley and Brad. Yes, that's right. Two people with the same first name here. Bradley, of course, handling vocals. Brad handling guitar. How you doing, fellas?
Good, man.
Good.
Glad to be
All right,
here.
so we're going to start things off. What I kind of like to do is get a little bit of an artist profile and a background. So how did Whistler come to be?
Well, after I'd moved down here, man, I was down here for a good probably 2.5, 3 years before I actually started thinking about trying to get a band going. I was doing a solo gig and just trying to get my foot in the door and really meet some people and things like that. And a little bit after that time, I was like, yeah, it's time to get a band element. But the deal I was doing with my solo stuff was mainly covers and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't want to waste, my time with, trying to get a cover band together because my heart is in original music, and I care about that. And so I come up with an idea to try to find, 4 or 5 other guys to jam with. Unfortunately, this is what I like. This is this is Whistler here, these guys here. But whenever I first started the band, I had 3 other guys that just didn't work out. Come with scheduling conflicts, just different points of view on how we wanted to pursue our band and things like that. And so I moved away from those guys, and about another month went by. And after putting Craigslist ads up and talking to friends, and Ambler from Out with Ambler, be sure to check that out. She hit me up with Brad, and me and Brad kind of talked influences and got to see Brad play. He sent me some videos and things like that. And honestly, man, like I'm the type that I don't care what you play, what style you're into, or anything like that. Me and Brad, we have a lot of the same taste in music, but then he's got stuff that I have never even heard of. And but his heart is just there. You know what I'm saying? Like I would much rather work with somebody that their heart is where mine is, and we can find a common ground somewhere than have somebody that's like-minded and not really with it. So got with Brad, and then I reached out to a buddy of mine named Aaron, who is now playing bass. He's from Jamestown, North Carolina. He wasn't playing with anybody. He had just recently left the band. So we linked up with him, and then Aaron knew a drummer, and it just kind of went from there, man. Like Aaron knew somebody, and then Chris knew another guitar player. So the lineup that we worked out just kind of sparked by word of mouth more than anything.
All right, that's what I'd like to hear. So I want to dissect that a little bit. We're going to start with you referenced Down Here. Now, I want to point out, correct me if I'm wrong, Bradley, but you grew up in Pulaski, correct?
Yes, sir.
And where is Down Here?
Down here is Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
There you go. Whistler coming out of Winston-Salem. Good Lord, that's a lot of WI sounds. Out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Now, where did the name Whistler come from?
We were with the first set of guys there. We were just kind of thinking of something cool, one word, that kind of rolls off the tongue. And literally, man, I was at my house one night, and I was just like racking my mind with like comic book Alias. And do you remember the Blade movies?
I do.
Chris Christopherson's character, Whistler? Yep. We named the band pretty much after that.
I like it. So Whistler was something that stood out to me because the reason I got into radio, actually, growing up, I listened to a lot of I had a Smithsonian collection of old radio mystery serials. And one of those where I think the name The Whistler for Blade came from, I think it came from the Whistler radio serial, which had this guy whistling at the beginning of it, and then it would go on. It was just this weird, like, horror mystery serial. It was a lot of fun.
I'm going to have to check that out.
It's some good stuff. I mean, they're all available online by now. They're well into the public domain.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you something, and this is hard because I'm going to ask you to something that a lot of artists probably don't want to do, but I want you to pigeonhole yourself, as it were. I want you to describe Whistler's sound in 3 words. You got 3 words to describe what Whistler sounds like.
You throw one out there.
Hooky.
Hook. Yeah, I like that one.
Hooks.
Rock, man.
Hooky rock.
Yeah. Contagious.
Hooky, contagious rock. I like it. See, there.
Yeah.
That's a genre right there.
Yeah.
So, at the beginning of this, we heard Mystery, and you guys actually, throughout everything going on with COVID-19, you guys put out an honest-to-God video
Yeah.
for Mystery. And I mean, I watched it today, and I was taken aback because there's a lot going on there that's just very fitting for the way 2020's gone. So I want you guys to tell me what it was like shooting that video.
You go ahead, Ray. You start us off there.
It was a lot of fun. It was definitely different. We obviously filmed it. We weren't around each other when we filmed it, so you just said, hey, cut your phone on, whatever you got to film with, and play the song and just do your thing. And I went kind of crazy with it. I broke out some of my steampunk goggles and my luchador mask, which I don't think any of that made the cut.
A lot of stuff.
There's some good stuff that didn't end up in the video, but it was audible too. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Who did the production work on that? Because I love, it's got this 90s computer crashing motif to it.
Yeah.
But I'm a big fan of I like the different computer windows on each member and everything popping and crashing.
Dude, the video was actually done by our other guitar player, Lucas. He's very talented when it comes to stuff. Honestly, I didn't realize how talented he was. He has his own YouTube channel. What is it called? Fine Tuning?
Fine Tuning.
Yeah, Fine Tuning. Man, he's got 17,000 followers on there. And he does a lot of tutorials on guitar playing, and he'll review guitars and amps and talk about bands. And we were gonna do an on location video, which was gonna just have just us playing live and really getting down and stuff. But whenever the COVID deal hit, I think the thing that sparked it is we were having a group chat one day, and just the way it looked in the group chat, we were like, man, this would be cool to do a video like this. And then Lucas kind of ran wild with it. I saw something with the brick wall, and we were talking about, because the song has references putting up, tearing that or building the walls and things like that, and or putting up walls. Lucas kind of just ran with it, man, and he kind of blew us away. There's a lot of outtakes of where that video started, because man, at first we were kind of just chilling when we were performing. I was sitting at a desk and looking bored, and then Brad sends his video in and he's rocking out, and so everybody's bored except Brad. So Lucas is finally yeah, we should all redo it and go apey like Brad is. I think it took about a good 3 weeks to finally get that final deal. But man, Lucas, we owe it all to him.
No, I mean, it looks incredible. It's so well done, and it kind of I love how it starts off so smooth and then everything just falls apart. It's very much analogous to the way 2020's gone. So definitely, if you haven't checked out the Mystery video, it's definitely worth the watch. What's on the horizon for Whistler? Let's assume everything's going back to normal very, very soon. What do you guys got next on the agenda?
A couple more videos in the works. Then we're going to be doing some studio live sessions. We've got one scheduled late August. We're working on scheduling another one right now. No set date for that yet. We may be playing a live show. I think it's the Friday or Saturday of Labor Day weekend.
Yeah. September 5th. Yeah.
I say maybe because, we just don't know what's going to happen
Yeah.
with, it's scheduled. We'll see if it comes together.
I feel like that's the trickiest part with all this. It is, I mean, the best laid plans are kind of cast aside by everything going on. And it's like, as a band, and you guys can probably speak to this way better than I can, but, you spend all this time planning, writing, recording, and then you're just at the mercy of what's going on in the world.
Yeah, man, it blew a lot of the wind out of our sails. That's for sure. Like, and then the video, we did the video, and that really helped things. Just sparking some buzz. And honestly, that was the first release the band had. Like the first lineup we recorded, but we didn't get to release anything before everybody bailed out. So that was the first release we'd have, and we've got 2 videos in the works right now, and then we haven't even started rehearsing yet. We start rehearsing next Wednesday. It'll be our first rehearsal back with everything because one our bass player, Aaron, he hightailed it down to Seagrove, North Carolina. He's out in the middle of the woods, man. That dude told me he wasn't coming out until this thing is over. But nah, he's going to make it out next Wednesday, and so hopefully we can. That's going to really spark everything back up, and so we can get to play.
That's what we're looking for. So, last but not least, and probably most importantly, because you guys got that killer video for Mystery, and people are going to want to find you. Where can they find Whistler online?
If you go to Facebook, you can find us at Whistler NC. Just all one word, Whistler NC. Instagram, Whistler Tunes. ReverbNation.com, Whistler Music. That's about it. And you can search. We have a YouTube channel as well. If you just search Whistler on YouTube, we have a YouTube where pretty much that video is all that's on there right now. But once everything opens back up and we start playing again, man, we'll get back at it.
That's what I like to hear. Whistler, a band to keep your eye on. Of course, many thank yous to Ambler for apparently putting Whistler together. And, of course, putting me in connection with Whistler. And thank you guys so much for joining me. This is Brad and Bradley of Whistler, putting out some killer tunes. Check out their Mystery video. And, of course, always keep watching the 105.3 The Bear Facebook for BSing with Big Nate.
Sweet.
Peace.
Are you sick and tired of using those cheap, smelly blue masks? They always seem to break, and no matter what you try to do and fix it, it just doesn't work. Plus, they look horrendous. And they never fit quite right.
There's gotta be a better mask!
Now there is. Introducing the new limited edition 105.3 The Bear Mask. This 2-ply eco-friendly face cover is washable and reusable. And the best part about the new 105.3 The Bear Mask is that 100% of the proceeds benefit the Southwest Virginia COVID-19 Response Force. Get your new limited edition 105.3 The Bear Mask today.